So, 2025 is shaping up to be quite the year. And the thing that I keep coming back to is just resting in my faith and just trusting in that and wanting to know what that looks like. And, what does it look like to be authentically spiritual and also to authentically have a heart for people and to kind of apply the two together. I would say, you know, the way that life kind of took me down that path is I went through a lot of trauma and then I went to church and I started to connect with the divine and God in an authentic way. The problem is people kind of got in the way of that. And I started listening to people who told me, oh, you're not hearing from God or, you know, and I listened to them because what do I know? Well, here's the thing. I do hear from God sometimes and not all the time. And I don't get to choose, but sometimes my intuition is just like, yo, I have a message. And I will never forget that one of those times was I had basically walked away, but my intuition was still talking to me in this moment. And a friend of mine was just going to jump into brain surgery. I'm not naming names or anything like that, but I do want to tell this story. And my gut said, this isn't right. And I tried to start to voice that. And everybody around me basically said, no, be quiet. We're going to pray that this goes well for this person because that's what they've chosen. And your voice isn't wanted here. There were complications and that person never woke up. They're still in a coma, actually, to this day. And that was 2014, 2015. So, and I wrestle with that. That's really come up to my mind a lot. That I should have stood my ground. I should have really... Sometimes it's okay to break off from people and really be alone in the wilderness with God and listen to what He is authentically saying, not just what a bunch of sheeple are sitting there and having you mimic in a church. Like, who cares what everybody around you has to say? Be alone with God. What does God have to say? What is God calling you to do? What is God putting on your heart? What is God saying, right? For me, I'm going to be honest. God showed me who to be. And yes, I am a complete and total wreck and a mess. I partake in gardening regularly because it helps me. I am, a hippie. But after the election, I looked around at so many hard-hearted people that claimed Christ, and I looked up at God and said, what the heck? What is going on? What is with your people? I don't understand this at all. You should do something about that. And then I realized I should do something about that. So I picked up the Bible and I reached out to someone I have always been able to just be myself with. They have this beautiful heart for God. They served in Haiti. For years, they just felt called to just serve and build homes and give to those who have nothing. And it's just beautiful. It's really beautiful. They are the definition of loving people where they're at and meeting people where they're at and just showing a heart for people authentically. And I was like, that is who I want to learn from and grow with and to be authentic and real with and to share my thoughts. And my thoughts aren't always right. They're thoughts. Thoughts can be wrong, and I'm often wrong. So there you go. Anyways, I just wanted to share that. And I guess I'll just be making this my little vlog. But I just want you all to know, like, I know so many people have probably just shoved this idea that you have to be a certain way to be Christian. But why? 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 That's between me and God. That's between you and God. Wherever you're at, come as you are, okay? I am a hippie, and I'm queer, and I'm all the things the Bible is like, ugh, you know? Supposedly, that all the Christians are like, ugh. Except Jesus loves me. I have that relationship with him, okay? So don't let people tell you that you have to be a certain way in order to have that faith. But also, don't sit there and think that you have to have that faith. You know, do you? Do you? Are there more than one path to the divine? I'm sure. Absolutely. And I don't have anything figured out. I'm just, this is me. This is my mess. Just walking along and doing it in front of all of you and just sharing my little anecdotes. So there you go. But yeah, the point of that story, by the way, was just sometimes I think it's so important to break away from the crowd so that you can so authentically just be rooted in, hey, I really need you to hear me right now, right? And I'm not going to get down on who I was, but I'm going to learn the lesson of thank you for calling me away from everyone and just letting me just be alone with you. And it took a while for us to get here, but we're here now, and I'm grateful to just be here alone with you, God, so that I can hear you. And the next time someone needs to hear, hey, I don't think this is a good idea, I'll be so rooted in hearing your voice and knowing your voice that I'll understand, no, I need you to listen to me. I have an intuition, and sometimes it really kicks in, and I need you to really understand this is not a good idea. So, there you go. Anyways, I just wanted to share that, and yeah, I guess this is my little daily YouTube vlog thing with me sitting in my car with my little iPhone microphone, because that's what I have. Here we go. What? Okay.